got a little wet. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Ohrmundt Simmentals. This is Chris. So today we are not going to do a whole lot on the fence project. We're going to take a little bit of a pause from that. Mostly because Dad is not in town today. Him and Mom went to go watch my niece play some volleyball. She's got a tournament down in Madison today. What I want to try and do today is move some equipment around, kind of maybe clean up some equipment that we're not going to use anymore for this year. So getting some of those little odds and end things that we need to get done too besides the fence project. So let's go see what we can do. This guy needs a good pressure wash job. The rake needs a good pressure wash job. I think I'm gonna have to start by moving the cows because as soon as they saw me, they got pretty excited. And of course, we got a crap ton of rain last night again, or yesterday. It rained all day yesterday. And they have got the field that they are on is completely chewed up. So I think we're gonna go start with that and get them some fresh grass. Whew, that took longer than I thought. So, of course, we had like 2 animals that were trapped on one of the fields, because I'll show you. It's just easier for me to explain it that way. So, they had this field, but then if you remember, I let them have this field over here, and there's just a single line that divides that one from this one. Typically we'll skip over to the back pasture, but we really want to get our fence project done so we can wean the calves, and we don't want to throw them into the back pasture. Plus there's really not that much grass. It's harder to feed them back there if we want to stretch it out. So we had to let them back in this chunk and this chunk. Plus with the way the weather was, it just, gives them a little more space to roam around. But of course, I had 2 cows that were trapped on this field and weren't smart enough to go around and go with everybody else. And then for whatever reason, I opened the gate over here, and then of course they walk all the way down to the end of the field. It'll be enough to keep them happy for the day, and then we'll give them a bail tonight. I hope the audio quality has improved a little bit on the video starting today. I finally listened to my wife and got myself a little mic muff. It's in a really dumb spot, and one of these days I'll probably show you what I use. There's 2 buttons on top, and then the mic's right between, so I only got a really little one. But hopefully, I did some testing yesterday when we fed, and it was really windy yesterday. So hopefully that helps out. I know I've been kind of irritated with the videos when I'm trying to edit them, and the audio quality just kind of sucks because the wind noise is not good. So hopefully this helps out. You got a little wet. Whew, that sucked. I am drenched. And it looks like the camera is too. Let me fix that a little bit. You got a t-shirt with your name on it. Yeah, that looks better. So this morning I got the hay rake and the discbine washed up and put away. That's where they're gonna sit for the rest of the winter. I did get the corn picker pulled out, but I didn't record it. Probably should have, because I got sprayed with hydraulic oil. That would have been good footage. Soaked through 3 layers, a hooded sweatshirt, t-shirt, you know, yeah, good times. But we got to get the cows fed right now. They need a bale. Even though they got that fresh grass, they've clipped through that already. So we'll get them a bale. Yep, and we got to get ground feed for the steers. Feeding is done. That wasn't too bad at all. It's always a little tricky getting in that little red gate by yourself, especially with all those cows and calves and having the bull in there. All right, I just want to do one more thing. I'm doing this at halftime of the Badger game. Wasn't able to watch Badgers last week, because of course they decided to put them on Peacock, so that's just one more frickin' thing you gotta order and buy. But gotta get some mineral out of the back of my truck and get that out there quick, and then back and watch the game. So I finally got that mineral in there, which is nice. They were completely out, but again, it's Saturday, so the 14th, yes. Yeah, yesterday was Friday the 13th. But yeah, had another football game last night, Thursday night, so pretty busy. But this week was my last, I'm doing this one-handed is fun. There we go. This week was my last full regular week for freshman football. So now my only responsibilities will be for varsity games on Friday nights. And we got a playoff game on Friday. We'll be heading down to Point for that one. It also means I can get caught up and finally help Dad a little bit more. He gets a little frustrated with me at the end of football season because we started running behind and the fence project really did not help. But yeah, you did see mineral. I put a trace block in there, and then I had some bags of it's the Nutrena beef fly control. I had one bag of that left and threw that in there. I love my wind and rain mineral, but sometimes that gets a little pricey, and I just want to make sure I just have a decent product in front of them. And then I will always cut the mineral with some form of a salt, typically in block form, just because it's easy to move around and handle. And then I know when it's gone. I used to mix fine salt in with the regular mineral, but I do like the blocks because if they just want salt, I just let them have salt. So I usually will use either a selenium trace salt block or just the regular trace salt block. So that's kind of how I handle mineral. So today was a little bit different. Not a whole lot of, a little bit of cows, which is normal. But not really any fence project stuff. A little bit of odds and end projects I wanted to get done. Want to get the corn picker out. Want to get that stuff, the other stuff, cleaned up and put away. Because right now it's a little bit in our way. I mean, I really didn't put the discbine in a much different location. Just kind of tucked in a little bit better. But today was a good day for that. It's kind of crappy weather, so it wasn't the greatest weather to do it in. But that's all right. We'll live. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Like in the comments, like and seeing all the subscribers. Keep them coming. Help the channel out. Thanks for coming along.